Welcome back, everyone. This is part 21 of the Final Fantasy VII Platinum Walkthrough Guide. I am Error. Thanks for joining. We just started Disc 2. We just lost Eris, unfortunately, so we need to find a way to press on without her. From the last fight, we just received the Wizard Bracelet, which has horrible defense, but it has pretty good magic defense, actually really good magic defense, and it has 8 linked materia slots. I don't think we're going to worry too much about that right now, but it's an option. Actually, I think we want Power Wrist on him instead. Okay, and we're just going to progress. Now there are some treasure chests you can get in here. If you get too close to the shell, you'll just automatically start climbing, so just be aware of that. Viper Halberd for Cid. Don't remember if that's better than the Dragoon Lance. It is not, but it does have double growth, so it's at least useful. There is an enemy in this area that you can steal water rings from. Whether that's a thing you want to actually do or not, I'll leave that up to you. We already have one. It's not that useful, but it is a thing. Just really didn't heal from that boss battle, but take care of that in a minute here. Alright, that'll do. Got all sorts of treasures in here. Some pretty good ones too, actually. Thought I could climb up there, maybe not. Maybe I have to go up and around. I'm not totally sure. We'll find out in a minute. Bolt Armlet. Let's take a look at the stats. I feel like the stats on that are pretty decent. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's worth losing a materia slot. Morph Comet? Yeah, we need to equip Comet though. Yeah, that's how you get there. Hypno Crown, which is something that you can equip to allow you to manipulate enemies better with the Manipulate Materia. Mega Elixir, awesome. Oops. You do want to go all the way down this ladder. So as you can see there is a pink materia line on the ground using the Magic Plus. It's quite a bit more useful than the Luck Plus we found not too long ago. I'm not going to worry too much about equipping it right now, but it is an option. I think for now we're better off leveling up the HP Plus materia though. This is the enemy you can steal the water ring from, so we're here, we might as well do it. Toss out Big Guard. Probably shouldn't have Steal and Manipulate on the same person, I better change that. There it is. I think you can kill him with Finishing Touch. Yep. Finishing Touch is cool, it just does death to everybody, but if they're immune to it, it doesn't do anything, so... Sometimes Meteor Rain is better. I think in that scenario, probably either would have killed him in one hit, so... Whatever you want to do. There aren't really any noteworthy enemies in this area, so just plow through them. Eventually, we'll find the next town, which is Icicle Lodge. We brought a lot of cash, because there's some really good weapons to buy there. And they're not cheap. We're going to prioritize what we're going to buy. We're not going to buy for everybody, we're just going to buy for the characters that we plan on using. If you're trying to get every weapon and item in the game, you're going to spend some cash here. So you get the organics for Cloud, which is good. Dragon Claw, I don't think we're going to be using Tifa, probably not Barret, probably not Red 13, he's got a better item already anyway. Hawkeye for Yuffie's not great, but well, okay, that's not even that good for Sid. Lariat is really good. Vincent, though, so we'll be buying that. That'll allow us to equip some of the other things that we've been neglecting here while we're at it. So let's manipulate. I feel like Cloud is becoming the command materia guy, but I guess it doesn't really matter too much. As long as somebody's leveling them up. Organics is a weird looking sword, by the way. You'll see in a few minutes here. Got that awesome snowboard. Alright, there's this map here that you can take. Pretty useless, but there it is. You got a hero drink, you got a vaccine. A couple items we haven't seen too much of yet. Yes, we did. What nerve. It's like a very cozy town to me. It looks cold, but I don't know. I like this place. X potion there. I guess I'm from Michigan, so it's the kind of thing I'm used to, but oops. I feel like talking to all those people, but Afalna is Paris's mother, so that's interesting. If you want to dive into the lore, there's some good stuff to be had here. I'm just here for the items right now. There's some good stuff in this house too if you want to poke around. Excuse me. Uh-oh, the Turks. It doesn't matter what you do. I like how they just throw you on a rug and don't have anybody stand guard. It's a great plan. Wrong house. Remember that snowboard? Let's go get it. We know how to ride a snowboard. What's the worst that could happen? Alright. It's one of the other big mini games. This is actually a pretty difficult mini game if you want to try to get a high score. Not as bad as the shooting coaster. That thing's pain, but for a game that came out around the same time as Cool Borders, they definitely could have taken some pointers. I am terrible at this, by the way, so all the other mini games I feel like I did pretty good. On this one, we're going to be doing a lot of crashing. But at least when you're out in the wild doing it here, there's no prizes you can win. It just determines where you come out in the next map. Later on, you can do this game at the Gold Saucer, and you can compete for GP and prizes. You won't be seeing me doing that, but it is an option. Got the timing of that jump right. It's just on my aim. I don't think the balloons actually do anything in this version of it, but they're how you get points in the Gold Saucer version. I feel like they could have had some music going on for this too. A lot of criticism for one of the best games ever, but you know, why not? And I do think this is a cool mini game. I'm just bad at it, so that's why I'm griping. Oh boy. Oh no. It's a mess. Go home, Cloud, you're drunk. Well, there might be an optimum path here. I'm not totally sure what the optimum path is. It doesn't really matter that much. You can still get everything in the next dungeon no matter where you actually end up. So I'm not going to stress out about it too much. Just have to bear with me as I crash into everything that you could crash into. I can't believe I'm not getting hit more by these snowballs. I feel like I've hit 5 of them already. Just really weird collision detection. We're just about to the end here, I think. Hope. At least they didn't make Cloud lose hit points every time you hit something in here. Be in bad shape by the bottom if that was the case. Alright. So here we are in the Ice Gate Glacier. There's a few things you can do here. You can check your map with the square button. Honestly, there's not a ton of stuff to find in here. I mean, it's a pretty big map, but there's really not a ton of interesting things. There's a new summon, which we need to get. There's another enemy all materia, which we already have 3, but if you really wanted another one, you can find it in here. The added cut materia is something that we're going to definitely need to get, for sure. I mean, that's just... it might be the only place you can get it, and it's very useful. So, that's what we're going to do. Now, one of the other things to know about this area is that if you wander around for too long, you pass out, and you get sent back to the lodge. You can always just go back in and try again, or you can press on and go to the next area. Doesn't really matter. If you got everything, just move on. There's also a safety bit in here, which, if I'm not mistaken, protects you from instant death. I'm not going to worry about it. I don't think it's the only place you can get it, and it's really not that important anyway, as far as I'm concerned. Alright. I think we did land in just about the perfect spot, though. Wasn't my intention. It's kind of flying by the seat of my pants, but that Organics is a weird looking sword. Powerful though. It's the job done. Better heal up. I think Cloud's a little hurting a little bit. Now, touch the hot springs here. Now, you'll eventually end up in the central map. This map is going to rotate when there's a blizzard, so you'll lose your path. You'll be able to drop marker flags behind you, so you just want to make sure that you are steadily doing that, and as soon as the map starts to rotate, stop moving. Oh, that was easy. We made it where we need to go. I think we did, anyway. Oh no, we're back here. We did not make it where we needed to go. I was gonna say, that seemed pretty quick. We wander in the map, central map for a lot longer than that. I don't know what fishmen are doing out in the snow. Final Fantasy, I guess, doesn't really submit to general logic. Tier 3, okay, well. There's not a whole lot of sense in healing yourself for 3,000 you died 2 hits, but yeah, I guess they use Tier 3. Okay. These enemies should pose no problem if you've been leveling accordingly and equipping yourself with the new items. The enemies are not the problem in this area. The problem is running out of time. Alright, so we're going to go north a little ways first so we don't accidentally run off the edge of the map. Alright, there's another enemy all materia. This is the center of this central map zone. Now, it's important to note when you go in there, it'll reorient. So, up is north, etc. You can kind of use the if you look at the textures on the ground, there's sort of a grid. You can kind of use that as a judge of where you are. Man, those things are creepy. I thought those aren't in real life. With the bad graphics, they're creepy. Alright, so this is where we wanted to end up. We want to go into this cave over here. I want to talk to her. Now, she won't do what you need to do here unless you've touched the hot springs. Boss music plays. This isn't really a boss fight. Can steal from her though. Should have circlet, I think. Oh, got confusion. That's really not good. It may not be worth stealing from her. Oh, okay, fine. It's always nice when the confused victim attacks themselves right away. Let me speed this up. Ah, Cloudheads are ribbon. There we go, circlet. Beat her up. Shiba wannabe. Yeah, that seems particularly effective. And there's the Alexander Materia. That is really the only big thing that's important for you to get here. We're going to swap out, I guess, Leviathan at this point. I feel like we just got that, but okay, sure, whatever. Can't remember if the circlet's any good or not. Is that accessory? Yes, it is. Magic and Spirit plus 30. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is worth equipping. Might as well heal up a little bit too while we're at it. Alright. Guys look a lot tougher than they actually are. It's definitely a cool character model. Just go down pretty quick. Now you might be wondering why we went all the way around to the main central map instead of just going up, because as you'll see in a minute, if we go down this way and proceed south, we're just going to end up where we were right before we went to the hot springs. The reason for that is this is a one-way path. You can only go south here. It will not let you proceed the other way. Being said, if you do go north, start heading northwest, and that's where you find your added cut materia. It's really the last essential thing that we have to get here. So on this screen is the added cut. Not super useful, but that's where it is. Alright, we're going to go back and we're going to try to get the safety bit. I don't know if we have enough time left. And if we don't get it, we're just going to say forget it, because it's really not that important. Or again. Let's try this out. your new summon. Yeah, that's cool. One hit kill. That was pretty cool. Giant Castle Man. Alright, so the way to get there is you can just go back to that first screen that you were on, and I should note that that screen that we started on is not always the screen you're going to start on. There's 4 different places you can start, and none of them are too far apart from each other. But honestly, that's probably the best place to start from. I did it by accident. I just used my muscle memory and it worked out that way. But there's a lot of different options depending on what path you pick in the snowboarding minigame. Oh, no, not enough time. That's fine. We don't need the safety bit. It's really not that important. There is also a cave that has an elixir in the glacier area, and there's a weird glitch where you can pick it up an infinite amount of times. So, I mean, if you want 99 elixirs at this point in the game, you can get 99 elixirs. There's a way easier way to do it later. So I'm not going to do that. I might make a video about that at some point, but for now it's really not something that we need to do. So, okay, so that'll do it for this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If this helped you out, like, subscribe, and share. See you next time. We're in Climb Guys Cliff.